That's right. Yes.
Bad sleep night?
This week is going really slow.
Oh, my God. It's only Wednesday.
It's hump day.
And slowest week of the 14 years. But hey, you all right? Because I heard you had some difficulties getting into work today. You okay?
Yeah. I was trying to be so good this week and really get in early and stuff like that. So
She got her bun caught in the car door.
I did.
You just got in a minute ago.
I
so
know, because I got pulled over.
Yeah, I heard you got pulled over. Wow.
I got yelled at today already
Did
this
you give
morning.
him the, in a matter of speaking, do you know who I am speech?
No.
Did you pull out your
No.
your little medallion necklace?
Oh.
I wear a badge around my neck.
I'm family. No.
I service a cop every night.
Was it one of those deals?
No.
No?
It was not.
But you got, something tells me you didn't get a ticket. You got off on the ticket, right?
Well, I did not get a ticket.
Right.
Wait a minute. So that cop has no idea you're married to a policeman?
No idea whatsoever, I'm sure.
No, he does not.
Whatever. Don't lie to us straight to our faces.
Let me tell you this. I will do it in a minute inside the city. I will do it in a minute. But if it's outside the city, I don't. I've even gone to traffic school.
Well, we have the cop on the line, too.
He let you off for your charm and your good looks?
No, he just tore me a new one, and then...
Oh, yeah.
You never dropped in any information that you were married to a police officer.
I didn't have time. License registration, okay, yeah.
You didn't have time. You make time for that.
Well, no, I don't, because I'm one of those good people that know that if you sit there and argue with a police officer, you're going to...
It's not arguing if you're just sharing very friendly and fun, loving information. Like
I always feel kind of weird and uncomfortable, quite honestly.
You don't. That's not in your
Yes, I
makeup.
do.
No, it's
Yes,
not.
I do.
In public, you don't feel uncomfortable.
I feel weird and uncomfortable that you think you could lie straight to our faces like this.
You are lying to us.
Unbelievable.
All right.
Absolutely no way. He does not know you're married to a cop. No way.
Anyway, I don't even have my husband's card attached to my registration, which a lot of officers' wives and family members do.
And what's the story about your husband being cornered in his office about us leaving the airwaves?
Yes, he did training yesterday, and they're at the shooting range.
Oh,
and one of the officers there,
went off on him.
A female was like, as soon as he walked in the door, she went running to him and was like, "Oh my God, what's going on?"
Oh, okay. So I thought she handcuffed him to a desk and like really
and then
beat him up, right?
No,
So she was just like in
she
an
was just
emotional
really,
state.
yes, freaking out though. And he's like, "Whoa."
See, nobody thinks that we're entitled to just after 14 years. Say that's enough and see what else is going on in the world.
I know.
We are required to entertain no matter whether we want to or not, apparently. I didn't know that for the first 14 years.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Well, that's what you signed on for.
Are we entertaining?
Well, I guess that's subjective. But anyway, this is T-Man the Final Days, whether some of you approve or not. I'm sure there are some that do approve.
Oh, yeah.
But I guess the ones that disapprove, they're the ones who are the loudest ones, I guessed, right now.
Good morning.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a nice change. Instead of the years, I guess we took, or at least I did, 14 years of, you suck, get off.
Right.
And now the last week, it's like, you can't leave.
Yeah, wait, what happened to us sucking?
Yeah.
But you hated us.
I think the same people that said you suck it off are the ones that are calling us so you can't leave. I don't know.
I know what I hate now.
How dare you try to leave your show?
Yeah.
Well, there are 3 shows left, and
Yeah. Okay.
It's kind of a weird week, but I'm glad you got off your ticket.
Yeah.
No matter how you, and only you know, and one other person out there, how you got off.
Right.
All
Actually,
right.
I said, "Hey, don't you know who I am?"
She didn't pick up on that.
It's
sure didn't.
You know, the final days of the T-Man in the Morning Show.
Oh, geez.
And he went,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Only you
so
and
I
him.
don't even need to use, I just use you. And they go, the
okay.
T-Man.
Right, okay. Now here's a double fine. Only you and him know how you got off, Terry. I'll say it one last time. Anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
He does know how we got off.
We will come back.
One thing you know about Tari, she's going to get off.
We will come back.
Let me know about
I
it.
have heard that, and maybe, in the last couple of days of what was a 14-year love affair and a marriage, she'll finally show me.
Yep.
Yeah, I've been married a long time.
So how's your attorney received the papers, Terry?
Yes.
About the dilution of our property and our and our relationship?
Yes.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
I mean, we're common law if we're not officially married. My gosh. Times 2. Common law is 7 years?
7 years.
Not really.
As of Friday morning, the show has been on the air 14 years, and that'll be the day it ends.
Wow.
To me, that's so perfect.
Yeah.
You do love
End it on the
He
anniversary. That means, I don't know. Those little things mean a lot to me.
Yeah,
That's
I
why
know, I know.
That's why I picked September 18th. But when I found out like a couple of months back that September 18th was a Friday, and I'm like the only one who remembers that the show started on September 18th, which was a Monday.
That was a sign that told you it was.
I
perfect time
said to
end it.
myself, that's the day.
Yeah.
I didn't tell anyone
You just said it to yourself.
until recently, but I knew.
You said self.
I said, self, don't tell anyone.
Self said, "Shut up, Self. I'm trying to watch a movie."
That's the day.
I'm
And
almost,
that
I'm
day,
almost 10 years here, by the way. I'm the new guy.
the new guy, 10 years
Yeah,
now.
you are.
The new guy, 10 years.
And that day is Friday. So, 3 shows counting today, but, today's almost half over, so it's really 2
We're
shows.
officially closer to the retirement for behind.
And we'll be back right after these words.
The 5 o'clock traffic jam. Y'all feel me, man?
Hey, it's Powers to the people. Join me on the traffic jam today, man. You can win a Flip Minnow H.
Kanye versus Taylor, round 2. West is apologizing again and getting visibly choked up. But is Taylor accepting his emotional plea? Both stars are speaking out.
Oh, it's good to know.
Kanye did call me, and he was very sincere in his apology, and I accepted that apology.
Taylor Swift finally hears I'm sorry from Kanye West.
Right.
The 19-year-old tells ABC News
A
Radio
day late, $1 short.
Yeah.
I'm sorry from Kanye West. The 19-year-old tells ABC News Radio she received a phone call from the rapper moments after her appearance on ABC's The View today.
Yeah, Kanye watches The View religiously, and as soon as he saw her on The View yesterday saying that she hadn't heard from him personally, he, as soon as she walked off the stage, apparently called her backstage.
Yeah. God.
He's like, yeah, apparently you're waiting on my call.
He's got the hotline to the views backstage.
Apparently so. That's where supposedly the little conversation, literally, between Kanye West and Taylor Swift took place, was moments after she got off the set on The View saying that she hadn't heard from him. She called within minutes.
I should have barged onto the set. I know Taylor's here and all, but I got something to say, yes.
Rosie O'Donnell has been the best View host of all
That'd have
time.
been great. That'd have been really
They
funny.
should have had him bust on
Yeah,
the View
I
set.
know. Just
Lighten
have
this
fun
up
with
a
it.
little
Let's
bit.
move on with our lives.
As opposed to the president. You hear our president, our commander-in-chief, call Kanye West a jackass. Have you heard that,
Yes,
Terry? We have
yes.
the audio on this.
Wow.
We have the audio clip of the President of the United States of America, the greatest country in the land.
Canada?
Couldn't help himself.
I didn't know what you were talking about.
The greatest country in the land.
Japan? No?
He's still confused. The President of our country.
Oh, our country. Sorry.
Yes.
The greatest country in the land.
Russia?
Oh, jeez.
I'm out of country.
I'm going to get through this. I have to catch
try
my
it
breath.
again.
After I say it as dramatically as I do, I have to catch my breath. So that means there's going to be a pause. Hopefully, you'll just leave the pause vacant and let me get on to the next segment. I don't even know where I was going with it anymore. I had something I wanted to say. I forgot what it was now. The President of the United States, the greatest country in the land, has nothing else to say but to comment on Kanye West and the Taylor Swift moment and calling him a jackass, Terry.
Yeah.
How do
he
you
did.
feel about, thank you, by the way, for
Yeah.
leaving it.
I think I dozed off for a second.
Oh, jeez.
That's the only reason.
Greatest country in the land.
Australia?
Oh, jeez. Comment and a country. Anyway, how do you feel about living in a country, Terry, where the president has called Kanye West a jackass? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Are you in the middle? You're not sure how you feel
Well,
on this?
you know,
What's your take?
He is.
We'll get to that later.
Yeah.
I haven't played the clip
I
yet.
don't really want to know your
Hold on to that thought. No, I do. I absolutely do.
take. One thing you
love
don't
it.
want to know. It's anyone's take
I
on
know. He
anything.
asks a
Are
question
you
and then
kidding me?
just runs over everybody.
I care so much about everyone's take on everything. Yes.
Especially Terry's.
Apparently, it's taken you 14 years to realize that, but I'm glad
Mine.
you're
Values
getting it.
I can see why you wouldn't want Terry's take. All right, what are we going to hear?
No, I want it so badly. I don't want to just be here and gone so quickly.
What are we talking about? Her take?
Her take on this.
Oh, okay.
I want to play the clip, and I want to get Terry's reaction. I look forward to that more than I can think of looking forward to anything today. It tells you something about my day right
Wow. Pretty boring.
But we haven't gotten to that clip yet. I haven't played the clip of our president calling Kanye West a jackass. I couldn't even believe it. When I heard it yesterday, I was reading on Twitter that the president had called Kanye West a jackass, and I'm thinking, okay, what spoof has someone put out
Right.
there on YouTube or on this blog, the other blog, TMZ, Perez Hilton? What kind of little stunt is this?
Yeah.
And then I listened to it. I'm like, that's the president.
He just called somebody.
He called Kanye West a jackass.
Yeah.
It's like, he's a jackass. That's the way he said it, too, is so condescending. He's a jackass.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, but that word, I mean, is it the word that bugs people, you think? I mean, it's like a swear word to people or no?
No, I don't think it's because it's a swear word. I think it's not the nicest connotation or word that you can come up with as it pertains to another human being, but just the fact that he was with such a strong opinion about the situation. And
so it's the fact that he cares at all.
That's about the harshest word you ever heard him call anyone so far during his presidency or his entire political career, to my knowledge.
Right.
Because I coach with a Christian guy who doesn't swear, but jackass is his one word that he uses. It's like, because it's a mule or whatever.
No,
it
yeah,
feels
I think
like he can use it.
I think people are comfortable with jackass as far as it's not a swear word.
It's not dumb mother effer.
He didn't call him a dumb mother effer. He didn't call him, the C word or anything. He didn't call him any kind
silly
of
bunt.
Real word.
Silly bunt.
Yeah. Calling him a jackass works on a lot of fronts. Right. I don't think any real religious or any kind of social class or any kind of group or organization is offended by jackass.
Okay, good.
I mean, it definitely startles you, especially when it comes out of the mouth of the president. And in the way it did, it certainly has you taken back a bit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because as I said, even though it's not the most offensive word by any means, it's the harshest word that you've ever heard the president use as it pertains especially to another human being in his life with us.
You would
as far as his public awareness is concerned.
Right. You would think that after he got called, after making his speech being called a liar, he would have turned around and said, "You jackass." But he didn't say anything. He caught himself there.
He kept his composure as it pertains to that little moment with the congressman. But
that would have been.
It's funny how people are more pissed at Kanye than they are that congressman.
Well, I wonder.
We have different standards at the VMAs than we do in Congress.
Well, it's also kind of interesting how people are more pissed at Kanye as it compares to Chris Brown. I don't think they were more defending Chris Brown than they are Kanye.
Yeah.
They're lashing out, especially celebrities are lashing out at Kanye. They're turning their back on Kanye, and not just turning their back, but they are making public, bold statements against Kanye. I've read them for the past 2 days. From Pink to John Mayer to...
people are just tired of it. I mean, if that had been Chris Brown's third assault...
Right, okay. So Kanye's a serial offender. You like the way he says assault?
Assault, whatever. Assault.
Well, he gets on me all the time about the way I pronunciate words. So it's just interesting. Assault.
Pronunciate.
Assault.
The way you say pronunciate. It's not even a word, I don't think. Pronunciate?
Yeah.
Pronounce or enunciate? You think
pronunciate is a word.
All right.
Why don't you look it up there, big boy?
I think I will.
Pronunciate, yeah.
Oh, is that a word?
Yeah, it is a word.
Oh, it's not pronounce or enunciate?
Well, you don't know the word pronunciate?
Is that a word?
She's saying it a little weird, but
yeah. It didn't sound right.
No, it sounds right.
Okay.
It's all right. She's on it.
Is that right?
Oh, yeah.
And does the cop know that she's married to a cop that pulled her over today?
We haven't really figured that out yet, but she claims up and down that that's not the case.
I told you when I did.
But we're getting off the subject a
I
tad.
know,
I
because
think people
he doesn't like being called
sick
out.
of Kanye because he does
He's
it
a
all the
serial
time.
offender. This is the last straw as it pertains to Kanye, and this was Chris Brown's first offense that we know of. We certainly know of other times that Kanye has done ridiculous moments of showing no regard for other human beings before. So the president, I wonder if the president would have called him a jackass had he not still been perhaps stewing over the fact that he was kind of embarrassed in front of millions of people by that congressman. You know how sometimes you misdirect your anger?
Yeah.
Maybe it was because he couldn't fight back at that moment, even though he was dying to inside. I told you after that press conference where the guy said, "You lie," that the president was dying to grab him by the throat and just give him what he deserved.
So was Pelosi.
I know.
She was like, kill him.
But they had to maintain their professionalism. So I wonder if it was a little misdirected kind of venom that the president still had in him from the congressman comment. Whoever that congressman is, I don't want to make out like he's too famous because he was an unknown congressman before last week, and now he's like the most endeared congressman to the right party like you've never heard of in your life. Oh, they're loving the guy.
So who would you rather be? The guy who heckled the president, Serena Williams, or Kanye West?
If I had to be one of the three?
Because all three of them are getting a lot of heat.
Oh, they are.
I'd rather, if I have to choose, I'm definitely taking Serena Williams right now.
I would too.
Because Serena's going to get through this. As a matter of fact, Kanye helped Serena Williams out a lot.
Probably.
Kanye being in the headlines got Serena Williams' story off.
I'm going to take this effing ball and shove it down your effing throat. It's pretty serious.
It is pretty serious.
That's different than you lied.
Kanye's situation got Serena's deal off the radar.
Oh, man. That was great.
So if I have to choose one of the three, I'm definitely taking Serena. Plus the fact that
You get to play with your own boobs?
I got millions. I get to play with my own bunt and boobs.
Sorry.
And I'd be a freaking hell of a tennis player.
Well, if you want millions, I mean, Kanye can probably hang, I'm guessing, in that department.
I'm not necessarily doubting. However, if you asked me who has more money, I would bet Serena Williams has more money than Kanye West.
I don't know about that.
I think she's made more money in endorsements and
He was producing everybody.
her
though.
career. I would bet that Kanye West's net worth is not as high as Serena Williams. That's my guess. I'm not saying I know for sure, but I feel pretty confident. If I'm at the sports book right now, I put my money down on Serena Williams' net worth over Kanye's.
She is with Nike, right?
She's
Yes,
got a lot
she's
of
like-
endorsement deals.
She's been around.
And she has won a lot of titles.
Right.
His name's on a lot of records.
And not just singles titles, but doubles titles. And she's been around for more than a minute.
But you don't win huge. She's not making her money off the purse money.
Kanye's been around for a long time, too. Yeah, the bigger money you make is always on endorsements, but that purse money don't hurt either.
$500,000 or something to win the U.S. Open?
She just won $500,000 just winning the doubles title.
Okay. Was that what it is? I don't know.
It's somewhere in that neighborhood. You win more than $500,000 for winning the U.S. Open singles title.
Women's?
The women's, you win more than $500,000. Yes.
Enough for gum, I guess.
Absolutely.
Whatever the term is. I don't know.
And she wins tournament after tournament. She doesn't play one. She plays all these little tournaments during the year that she dominates. But that's not what we're talking about right now. We're talking about after The View that Kanye all of a sudden felt the need to finally have a personalized conversation with Taylor Swift, the first time they have had a moment together since he ripped the microphone from her clutches.
Is Taylor accepting his emotional plea? Both stars are speaking out.
Kanye did call me, and he was very sincere in his apology, and I accepted that apology.
Of course he is. Everyone's coming down on him like he's the freaking plague. He's trying to create some goodwill again.
I know. On the little country star.
He's not so sympathetic and apologetic because all of a sudden he loves you so much or has changed his tune that your video is so great. Right. He's just shocked at the backlash against him.
Kanye did call me, and he was very sincere in his apology, and I accepted that apology.
Taylor Swift finally hears I'm sorry from Kanye West.
Right.
The 19-year-old tells ABC News Radio she received a phone call from the rapper moments after her appearance on ABC's The View today.
The support that I got from other artists and from the fans, that's what got me to the place where I could accept that apology.
The personal apology comes 2 days after her spotlight was swiftly stolen by Kanye at Sunday's MTV VMAs.
Good work.
My overall thought process went something like, wow, I can't believe I won. This is awesome.
I always dreamed about what it would be like to maybe win one of these someday.
Oh, Kanye West is here.
Oh, what are you doing here?
Right.
You're supposed to be in your seat. Right. Are you going to grab my vagina? Oh, no, just the microphone. Okay, good. That must have been a little shocking for her.
Yeah, on The View, when I listened to her do it on The View, and it was, she was totally, she ran through her mind everything. She's like, oh, Kanye.
Everything that was going through her head at the time. That
it was kind of funny.
It was funnier when she told it on The View than on ABC Radio?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Definitely.
You know, when you tell a story over and over again, it loses some of its flair.
I know it does.
You got to listen. You got to watch The View, I guess.
I guess so, because Kanye did.
The first run story. Oh, Kanye's a religious watcher, as I said, Terry.
I know.
That Sherry Shepherd is funny.
Who's this now?
I keep my weight down. I don't care. I'm from the South. I like a big woman anyway. What a big lady's that?
Q93 is putting you
in the VIP with Jamie.
Not too big now.
Listen for your cue to call.
I don't want no Jurassic Park shit to go.
John's ex is also in the Big Apple. The reality mom joins ABC's The View for day 2 of her co-hosting duties.
Hello, we have not met before.
The hot topic.
Wow, did Barbara Walters really make it like she was introducing herself for the first time as the live show was getting underway?
She did.
Was that her?
Yep.
That was Barbara Walters going, hello, we haven't met before.
She always does.
Keisha looked back at her going, yeah, who are you? What's your name? Watch Barbara Walters turned fire red. I'm Barbara Wawa! Pretend like you don't know.
I don't think Barbara and the guest are going over script ideas in the dressing room before the show.
I know, but I'm sure Barbara introduced herself before the show started. I find it hard to believe that she was meeting her for the first time.
No, she does that.
She just shows up.
She shows up whenever. Yeah.
How dare someone show up right as the show is beginning when they're trying to put on a good performance?
I know. Who do they think they are?
Hey, you either show up 5 minutes late or you get there hours ahead.
And even if we invite someone down, the host has been known to come in and say, "Who's out of the green room?" Well, we actually told him to come down. Who is here?
John's ex is also in the Big Apple. The reality mom joins ABC's The View for day 2.
How's she doing? She's going to be the co-host all week or what?
I think so. I haven't seen her yet.
She got anything to offer? I thought you were watching The View yesterday with...
Well, I just saw a snippet of that.
Taylor Swift?
Taylor Swift, yeah.
She got a fancy new hairstyle.
Does she?
She's not rocking the spiky in the back anymore.
No.
Who's this? Taylor Swift?
Kate
Gosselin. She's got a new hairdo.
Really?
Well, she's got to get a new attitude.
That was her signature, though.
Well...
Spiky in the back.
Yep, spiky in the back.
She's a new woman now. She's single, ready to mingle.
Hosting duties.
Hello, we have not met before.
Why does that shock you?
It just sounds weird. All right, maybe. I'm not saying...
Yeah, I agree. She could have taken 30 seconds and gone backstage and said, "Hey, I'm Barbara. Nice to meet you."
I think she did. I think she was just doing that because it was the first time Barbara was on the set probably for the week yesterday. She probably wasn't there Monday. So she was making a little moment where she was pretending for the audience's sake that they were getting acquainted.
For co-hosting duties.
Hello, we have not met before.
The hot topic quickly turned to Kate's drama with John.
She said last week, "I despise her."
Yeah. Of course, everybody's asking me, is that upsetting? Does that bother you? Well, of course it bothers me.
I think it's fair and reasonable that your husband, who you had 8 children with, not in the most classic of formations, but you did, in fact, have 8 children with. It would bother you if he goes on public record in a national forum saying he hates you. I think that's certainly understandable, right or wrong?
Absolutely.
With his fancy earrings and Ed Hardy shirts.
Right.
Shut your pile.
Yeah. Of course, everybody's asking me, is that upsetting? Does that bother you? Well, of course it bothers me. Am I going to return the favor? Absolutely not.
Just like a woman. Unwilling to return the favor.
I love the favor.
And you know, Terry, through the years, that us men are more than willing to give out an endless stream of favors, only to be shocked and appalled when they go unreturned.
Quickly turned to Kate's drama with John.
She said last week, "I despise her."
Yeah. Of course, everybody's asking me, is that upsetting? Does that bother you? Well, of course it bothers me. Am I going to return the favor? Absolutely not.
Yeah, why is John saying stuff like that he despises her? He was married to her. They had something going there for a while.
They didn't look happy, though, even before this.
Yes.
Before the rumors.
Before, in the episodes leading up to the inevitable, it seemed like they were distancing themselves. But, I don't know.
You'd think if you're married to someone, you have 8 kids with them, you have a little more respect for them than saying you despise them.
Well, but I
They
think
shouldn't give you 8 kids.
the other thing, too, is that even though they have that reality show, there's only so much that they allow to be seen. And I think really that, it was a lot more volatile than...
You think he'd have more respect for her if she actually bore the 8 kids, as opposed to like, oh, what'd you do? Put your name on the document?
What do you mean, bore? I mean, didn't she have them?
Oh, yes, I guess she did.
Yeah, she did.
She was in,
That's right.
She was gigantic.
Fertility.
That is true.
Yeah.
I forget how they... I know that they didn't have it in the classic way, but yeah, she
Well, it's
did
fertility
carry.
drugs,
She
I
did
think.
carry the children.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, she did.
Spit them out her butt. That's true. Okay, so never mind then. Then he should have.
Well, I just think the way...
He should have enough. Yeah, like she was a Pez dispenser. She should have. He should have enough respect just based on that she carried like a gumball machine, multiple kids in her womb there. And yeah, it didn't end well, but just for that and that reason alone,
she still takes care of your kids every day. I mean,
to say I despise you on national TV, he must be in a real bad place to be able to come out and say that, don't you think?
He's humping a 23-year-old every day. So.
So he's...
Well, if he was really happy about humping a 23-year-old, you would think he would not come out and say things like that. He must not be very happy, I guess.
Yeah.
He must be filled with bitterness and anger.
Yeah. And he's probably really, really hurt. because of the things that they've gone through. Like you said, I mean, 8 kids, and you become really famous and things like that, and then it just destroys your marriage. It's so he's probably.
Are you saying
really
the 8 kids destroyed their marriage?
I just think, actually, I think the fame and fortune did.
Aha!
All the attention.
I'd like to try.
Hey, one day I'll be so lucky. Anyway, I don't think any one thing necessarily destroyed their marriage. I just think maybe, regardless of whether they went on TV or lived their life in privacy, it probably would have had the same end result.
Just this kind of made it happen sooner. It's more of a conduit to
might have sped it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Might have put it in the express lane, if you will.
That's what I'm
Might have put it in the diamond lane on life. You know what I'm saying? You like riding in that diamond lane, Terry? Yeah. Terry, what else is going on in this world of ours, please? Besides fill-ins like the high and mighty Kate Gosselin.
Talented Kate
Yes,
Gosselin.
she is a broadcasting stalwart, and I think it's a wonder that The View was able to get her name, even if for just a week, on the dotted line to fill in for the greatness that is Elizabeth Hasselbeck. From one just monumental figure to the next, The View is never ending with their stream of talent. It's amazing.
I mean, you could literally watch The View every day and never laugh. One time.
Well, Whoopi would be offended, I'm sure, by that comment.
Joy
because
Behar's
she
a comedian, too.
A comedian.
So is
I
Joy
forgot
Behar.
she's even on the show.
See? I mean, they'd probably both be offended.
No, I haven't watched The View since Rosie left.
But then you loved it.
I loved it.
Yeah, Hasselbeck.
I miss Rosie. The fact that Rosie has been able to just hide in the shadows when everyone thought she, like in a Kanye kind of way, was this narcissist that needed to be heard, needed a forum, needed to be relevant.
Big shadow.
The fact that she has just gone into some cocoon is kind of interesting, isn't it? Maybe we had her all wrong.
No, she's got $6 billion and a pretty hot woman.
Doesn't matter.
And a nice house.
Doesn't matter. If you're truly the
food.
narcissist, if you're truly the person that they made claims that she was, that was
stay away.
just needed to grandstand, that just needed to be the dominant, I must be her type of figure. It doesn't matter how much money you have. You wouldn't be able to hide out like she has been.
Yeah.
So maybe
her girlfriend hears her.
She's owed an apology by some people out there, huh?
Maybe.
Or maybe nobody cares.
Yeah,
Anyway,
how about that?
What else is going on?
Rosie will be back someday in some.
Yeah, but who would have thought she could be away this long? She's been like doing nothing except maybe a little
did
video
Broadway
blog
or something. Did she do?
No,
No?
not lately.
Oh,
She had that show.
Every once in a while, she shows up on a no makeup video blog with a bandana on her head, looking like the White Aunt Jemima with her little wife of hers.
Right.
But that hasn't even happened for a while yet either.
That's been a while.
Yeah.
That's been like almost a year now.
Yeah.
I guess you'd have to go to her video blog to know.
She hadn't been seen. I go every day.
Is that right?
Waiting for more.
Right.
What else is going on?
Anyway, 50 Cent, his comment is he would have punched Kanye West in the eye if he'd interrupted him.
Yeah, I don't think Kanye's going to run up on stage and rip the microphone out of 50 Cent's hand, but 50 Cent would just like to win an award at this point.
Right.
50 Cent,
if be relevant again, is that what you're saying?
If you said to 50 Cent right now, we'll give you an award, but Kanye's going to come up on stage and rip the mic out of your hand, he'd sign up for that right now.
Best performance at a bar mitzvah.
All right. As opposed to being the headliner at a bar mitzvah where it looks like he's heading closer to than being relevant in the pop music world. Yeah, 50 Cent said on, yesterday that he would have punched Kanye in the eye?
Yep. He would have.
I don't doubt it.
Yeah.
I don't doubt it, but at the same time, it's been a minute since 50 Cent's been nominated for an award, to my knowledge, unless maybe he was...
This was an interview with Much Music that he did, and he said
MTV didn't care, but Much Music did.
Well, everyone's coming out, and they're absolutely piling on Kanye in a interesting way. They are going off on Kanye in a way that I didn't expect. I mean, I felt exactly the way they're responding. I think everyone did. Everyone was shocked and was like, that's so weak what you're doing right now to Taylor Swift. But I didn't expect this kind of pile-on mentality that they're doing to Kanye right now.
Yeah, it is pretty.
This country loves to vilify people. They live for it. Michael Vick, forever, you know. They love someone. They have to have someone to hate. And Kanye is the new guy. Let's just hate him.
Well,
hate him. Awful.
And even the president got this moment of piling on of Kanye, and I said we have that clip, and we're going to play it in a little bit.
Yeah.
But I don't have it ready just yet, I don't think. Unless you want to hear it right now.
Wow. Good.
Do you have it ready?
I don't think I have it ready. Hold on, I can get it
I bet
ready.
you said that before. Come on, couple more minutes. Hold on.
Maybe not kind of masculine tone, but whatever. All right, I think we do. I don't know. I haven't heard it yet.
I haven't even heard it ever.
You haven't heard what the president said? This was yesterday.
Okay.
This was before the classic interview took place between the guy who was interviewing the president and the president.
Right.
But it's still, Barack Obama knows that anything he says is pretty much on the record, even though technically this was before the camera was supposed to be rolling, so it could be considered very much off-the-record type comments.
Yes.
But in this world, you know how news travels and how fast information flows.
Nothing's off the record.
And seconds after he said it, Twitter was blazing with one comment after another, and it was the most high prolific hot topic on Twitter yesterday, and pretty much any stick that in the microwave. Any major website you went to yesterday had some headline on what the president said about Kanye West.
Were your girls as hacked off as mine were that Kanye gave Taylor Swift the Joe Wilson treatment?
I thought that was really inappropriate. You know, I mean, it's like she's getting an award. What are you butting in? I hear you. I agree with you. I hope
Joe, does that count as the first question? Patty? John's hair.
The young lady seems like a perfectly nice person. She's getting her award. What's he doing
Why
up
would
there?
he do that?
He's a jackass. No, all this stuff.
That's what Pink said.
I'm assuming all this stuff. Where's the pool?
Again, this is supposed to be a one-on-one interview between the president and one reporter, but the makeup person was there, the lighting person was there. This was before the interview actually began, and they were getting things ready with the president in his chair, facing the interviewer in his chair. I think the interviewer was a guy named John Harwood, and it was before the cameras were technically supposed to be rolling. But the president's entitled to be a normal person.
Yeah, and have a
entitled to have a normal conversation.
Jeez.
And what he said was not out of line with what everyone else is saying.
No.
But people are there were all kinds of polls. Was this non-presidential? Was this unprofessional?
I mean, do we really want a president that can't tell from a jackass? Really? Is that who we want?
The first words that popped into my head when I heard the president say that Kanye West was a jackass, I'm sorry to say, the first words that I thought of was 4 more years, baby. This is the guy I want leading the country.
Totally.
4 more years.
Absolutely. He's just a guy who's,
can act like a normal person.
It's okay.
He's a grounded, normal, regular guy on top of being a very effective president in my mind.
Yep.
4 more years, baby. Way to go.
Next time Kim Jong-il kills someone for being taller than him, maybe Obama, you want him to think that he's a jackass, right?
Right.
I mean, you don't want him to just be presidential and say the right things. You want him to recognize a jackass.
And he actually picked a word of the words he could have selected that is the least offensive of the offensive words. That's right at the beginning of the gauge of where offensive words begin.
Right. You could go.
There's a long stream of words that he could have chose from. And maybe even some people don't even consider that offensive. But it is a derogatory comment. And I'm sure Kanye West is not feeling great about himself. That the president of the United States has joined in on the piling on mentality of knocking Kanye, and he called him a jackass.
That's great, actually.
Which is probably the nicest thing he's been called.
Oh, I'm sure.
Past 48 hours.
I'm sure.
And TMZ, who released this audio footage, when there was a whole debate on whether it should be out there at all, because again, it was technically an off-the-record comment.
Right.
They then had a little website poll on Obama's comments as it pertains to Kanye West, and the two choices were way to go or inappropriate, with 417,000 votes cast.
Wow.
Approaching 418,000 votes. 92% of the respondents said way to go.
Oh, wow.
And 8% said inappropriate. You never see that much of a landslide poll on any subject, on any website, where it's 92-8.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen that before?
Well, his Terry Bunt was on one we had.
Oh, that's 100-0.
Yeah, that was. I mean, that's the last one I saw.
Yeah.
What about the Stephen is a dickhead one?
Yeah, that's 99-1, Terry. He's not as clear cut as Terry's a butt, but pretty damn close. Good examples. All right, so let's start it again.
And really, the guy who released it, I think he was wrong for doing that.
You think he was the one who was unprofessional?
Yeah.
The president wasn't unprofessional,
No.
but the news source that let it leak.
Whoever let it leak.
They're the ones.
I think that
Be
is.
happy you have a candid moment with the president. You don't.
Yeah,
need,
exactly. I think that
it's like the guy that released the Michael Phelps thing. Like, just be happy you're at a party smoking weed with Michael Phelps. Don't bust him out.
Yeah, I think that's
well,
pretty.
once the party's over, you know you're never going to see him again, or if he did, he wouldn't even acknowledge you.
Regardless, I mean, people allow them to be who they are, humans.
Mm-hmm.
Because the next thing you know, then you're going to be bitching because, oh, God, we don't really get to know these people and, they're always so high and mighty. Well, that's because they have to protect themselves.
Well, I'm happy it was released because not only is it kind of cool that the president has a good gauge on the way it should have been reacted to, the way Kanye behaved, but, it's nice to hear that we got a regular guy, kind of normal president who can just be one of the dudes,
Terry's point is he'll never be candid again. Now he'll just be he'll be a robot again.
Right.
I think he is who he is.
It's sort of like when
I don't think he's... I think the fact that people are responding after hearing this comment in a positive way make him more regular guyish in the future, as opposed to you're saying he may never comment like this again. I think it may be the opposite. I think he's hearing how people are reacting to him calling Kanye a jackass. He's like, cool, people like me being a regular guy.
Well, I understand your perspective, but I think, too, he's also, like, even his wife is probably saying, well, that kind of stuff doesn't need to be, out there. Regardless of you even though you're very popular still, you need to start watching what you say. And he'll go, you're probably right.
Well, I think...
And then he'll bring it back.
His daughters are probably upset because they, wanted to go to Kanye's concert. I don't know. His concert tour, coincidentally, was released yesterday.
Yeah.
That's weird timing, but Kanye released the dates and the venues for his upcoming concert
tour.
tour.
The U.S. dates, right? Because he's been in Europe, I think, for a while now.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Just
touring
yesterday.
with Lady Gaga. Mm-hmm.
They've been touring for a little bit now.
That is curious and interesting timing, but hey, his name is definitely in the headlines, that's for sure.
Were your girls as hacked off as mine were that Kanye gave Taylor Swift the Joe Wilson treatment?
I thought that was really inappropriate. It's like she's getting an award. What are you butting in? I hear you. I agree with you. I hope
Joe, does that count as the first question?
Patty?
John's hair.
The young lady seems like a perfectly nice person. She's getting her award. What's he doing up there? Why would he do that? He's a jackass. No, all this stuff.
That's what Pink said.
I'm assuming all this stuff. Where's the pool? Come on, guys. Cut the president some slack. I got a lot of other stuff on my plate.
All right, Patty, let's go.
Okay.
Yeah, because I remember last time there was the fly thing. That was the highlight of...
Now, that worked out well for you.
When he killed the fly.
You remember the fly thing? Yeah.
When he killed the fly.
He was doing a one-on-one interview and a fly was flying by.
He's cruel.
And Peter wanted a piece of his ass.
Yeah.
See, it's just... Oh, my gosh.
What?
It is great having him be a regular guy, but I feel bad that...
You can't read your mind,
No,
so
I
you're...
just feel...
Oh, my gosh.
I just feel bad that little snippets like this get out, and it's,
I think it's good that it gets out.
It's sort of like when that guy admitted that Paula Abdul was humping him, and he ruined it for every civilian who has a shot with a celebrity. Just keep it to yourself. Enjoy your nice little moment, and don't share it with everybody.
The president shouldn't share his normal, regular thoughts.
Well, he should, but not knowing that's going to be on TMZ, I think he's entitled to
we would
them.
never know he had normal, regular thoughts if TMZ didn't kind of leak and release it.
Yeah.
So it's a catch-22.
No, I'm sure he's upset by it, though. I don't think he
Who,
wanted
the president?
Yeah, no way he wants that out there.
Oh, no, not
Even
at all.
if people are reacting.
I think initially he was a little worried, which is why he kind of covers it up, going, cut the president some slack.
Yeah.
But given the response, and if you were on Twitter yesterday or on the internet, you saw that the public was absolutely behind the president and being like, way to go, and we have a normal president for a change.
TMZ's poll is not really indicative of the country.
I'm not just going on TMZ's poll. I'm going on the overall response and reaction to the president saying Kanye West is a jackass has been very positive. Very positive. Probably even surprising the president. He got a little nervous after he said it sounded like. Yeah. And I think he's now realizing that people are okay with him being a regular guy.
What an easy room, by the way, huh? All you have to say is anything and people laugh at you. I mean, if you listen to it.
Well, when you're the president, you have a little bit of power.
Easy room.
And when you have a little bit of power, people find your jokes a little more funny than they might ordinarily be.
He said, I hear you, and people are busting up laughing.
I know.
Go Taylor.
Kanye, this is your conscience.
Why are we up here?
I'm really happy for you. I'm gonna let you finish.
Kanye, come on. Are we really happy? This is going to be good or really bad?
But Beyonce had one of the best videos of all time.
Bad, Kanye. Abort, abort, abort.
One of the best videos of all time.
Dude, it's just a single ladies video. Your conscience doesn't agree.
See who else stole the headlines at the VMAs.
Haven't we learned already? Are you ever going to listen to me?
At KUBE93.com.
So what are people saying about the all-new Fox Wednesday?
Wow.
That sounds about right. It's America's favorite new night of television. So you think you can dance and glee. First, TV's hottest dance competition is just getting started. Wow!
Were your girls as hacked off as mine were that Kanye gave Taylor Swift the Joe Wilson treatment?
I thought that was really inappropriate. Yeah. You know, I mean, it's like she's getting an award. What are you butting in? I hear you. I agree with you. I hope
John, does that count as the first question? Patty? John's hair.
The young lady seems like a perfectly nice person. She's getting her award. What's he doing up there? Why would he do that? He's a jackass.
That's the president of the United States of America. Maybe you've heard of the place, Terry.
I think I have.
He's commenting clearly on the Kanye West, Taylor Swift incident.
Yeah.
And he is not being very complimentary towards a hip-hop stalwart, a hip-hop sensation that is, or maybe was, maybe still will be, the great Kanye West.
He's a jackass.
Now, we've been discussing on and off the air, by the way, if people are receiving the fact that the president said this very well. I think, and I've said, and I will continue to say, and TMZ's little flash poll supports this, although Hotshot doesn't think much of TMZ's stupid little polls, that people not only agree with the president, not only are glad that the president said what he said, but they're happy that they got the opportunity to hear him in this kind of situation. They're happy that they got to hear him what was mostly an off-the-record type little conversation that microphones happened to be picking up on before the official interview began between the president and that reporter. So you got those three things in my mind. People were agreeing with it, they're glad he said it, and they're glad they got an opportunity to hear him speak in that fashion. And you two seem like you disagree. You think that from now on, because this got out, he's going to be reluctant to say anything, and he's embarrassed of being heard in this fashion on the record or off the air record or whatever record. And I'm not so sure you're catching on with what the reality is of this situation. I think people are on board with the president. They're glad he said it, and they want him to talk more like that, more like a regular guy in the future.
Well, people who hate Obama anyway are going to come out against this, so he's going to have plenty of detractors.
I have a feeling people who hate Obama hate Kanye West even more. So they're probably cool with him calling him a jackass. They're probably for the first time agreeing with the president.
I don't get 15 emails a day from my cousins in Kansas about how much Kanye West is a jackass. Mostly about Obama.
Yeah, Kanye's not on their radar on a regular basis as far as, especially as it pertains to health care. But they would probably not be in the Kanye West fan club if they're not fans of the president. So maybe we should do our own little flash poll. Maybe we should have our own little lightning poll. And I guess it'll just be, you heard the comment, it's pretty clear. You heard your president speaking in an official, unofficial kind of fashion. Mostly unofficial.
Well, supposed to be unofficial.
It was supposed to be unofficial, became very official, very fast.
Yeah.
It became all the talk on the blogs and the internet and Twitter and everywhere you could look yesterday. Very quickly. And my question to you, ladies and gentlemen, is, do you want your president speaking on things like this? Are you okay with the way he's talking? Are you happy to hear him speak in this fashion? Do you love his comment? Do you hate his comment? So I guess we have to break it down to simply, based on what you heard, the president, as it pertains to Kanye West's antics, I guess you call up and say, right on, as far as the president speaking on it altogether? Or What should we say if you're in the anti-president should keep it to himself or...
Inappropriate.
Right on or keep your mouth shut?
Keep your mouth shut.
No, let's go with...
No.
Right on or out of line. How about that?
Okay. I like that.
I just think out of line kind of covers the entire scope of either you don't agree with what the president said that he's a jackass, or even if you do agree, you don't think he should be talking like that since he is the leader of the most powerful nation and country in the world, if you still believe that, and whatever your thoughts may be. If they're negative, you should say out of line, and if you're totally cool with what the president said, you're glad he spoke that way, and you never were more proud of your president, well, you don't have to go that far, in your life, or just if you're feeling good about what you heard.
I'm trying to remember this has nothing to do with how you feel about Kanye West. Keep that in mind.
Well, no, I think it kind of does. I think it absolutely does. I think you have to, agree with the president calling him a jackass.
No, the question is whether it's okay for him to speak his mind.
No, I don't think that's what I'm saying. I think I'm saying more than that.
Whether he's right about Kanye?
I think that's part of it. I think, do you think that the president is... totally has the right take on what Kanye did.
Oh, the right take. Not whether it's okay to talk like that as a president.
No, I'm putting it all under one umbrella. I'm asking the entire question. If you
that's
answer,
different then.
Well, I could only do one lightning pole here, and I'm not going to sit here doing 6 or 7 lightning poles. So I'm going to throw it all.
That's not the one I thought you were doing. I'm sorry.
I'm doing it all in one lump sum here. If you feel good about his comments because you agree and you like your president being kind of the regular guy sitting around the table and having a normal conversation, then say right on. And if you kind of are bothered by the fact that the president threw Kanye under the bus and has joined the pile-on against Kanye, and he shouldn't even be speaking like that altogether because he is the president and that's not presidential for him to be talking in that fashion, well, then you say out of line. I think you have to be in one camp.
Okay.
So you can't hate what Kanye did, but say the president shouldn't be talking about that.
I think you can, but I think if you agree with what the president said, you're going to be cool with him saying it. So, if you are kind of in that middle road area, like Hotshot seems to be dwelling on here, then maybe you shouldn't call.
Okay, that's what I'm wondering. I'm just trying to figure out what the poll is, that's all.
The poll is, are you cool with what the president said? In whatever formation or fashion that you received it in.
Right.
Okay? If you are, you're going to call and say right on. If not, you're going to say out of line.
Okay.
And we begin.
That's really when I heard Steven's a dickhead.
Our quick, and that's what you're going to get anyway.
Okay.
So why are we wasting our time on this? Our quick little lightning poll now. Luke, you're on the air.
Hello.
Yes.
I say right on.
Right on is the first vote.
He's a jackass.
Teresa.
Wait, you voted for your president.
I say right on.
Right ons are out of the gate with a flurry.
He's a jackass.
No, President, she voted for you. She likes you.
Jesse, I'm just taking them in the order they came in, by the way. As you noticed, Terry, I'm going right down the call board here. Jesse, you're on the air.
Terry's butt smells like badger milk, and Weeman has sausage fingers.
Wait, that's only one. Which one are you going to go with? Sausage fingers or badger milk?
I think I love the badger milk. My gosh.
You can't even write that down. Hold on. There.
Alex.
Right on.
Right on.
Yes.
Steve.
Right on, but it shouldn't have got out to the public.
Right on, but it shouldn't have gotten out to the public. Well, that's blaming the media then for releasing it to the public.
Right.
Is the president allowed to say it? I think he's saying yes, but it shouldn't have.
Well, yeah, but that's what I was saying, too. I'm more upset at the reporter guy when it's off the record and he is being candid and such, and you're just sitting around, shooting breeze. And I don't, like Scott said, I don't think that those moments should be made public.
So you would have rather have lived in a world where the president said that yesterday and you would have never known about it. See, I don't like living in that world. I like living in a world where I could get all the information I could possibly get. I can understand how it might have been unprofessional of the media source that released it to the overall public and TMZ and whoever is behind it getting to the mass population. Maybe it was unprofessional, but I'm glad it happened because I want to hear my president like this, and I want all the information that the world has to offer, whether it's professional of the media source to let it out there or not. I don't want to not know the president said this. I would feel at a loss if the president said this yesterday and no one, or especially myself, never got wind of it. I want to hear it.
He's a jackass.
But we think this is the last time you'll ever hear it then. So enjoy.
I disagree. Justin.
Steven is a dickhead.
Oh, Steve!
Trying to spruce it up a little bit with the O.
Yeah, I think...
right on or out of line?
Right on, but I think he sounds a little drunk on it, though.
A little drunk? Nikki!
Yes.
Are you in the right on camp or this was out of line camp?
I am in the right on camp. I like to hear my president talk like this, and I'm getting sick of Kanye. I'm tired of...
That's enough. Fun!
Wow, we're tired of you.
Fun! What's your thought?
Right on.
I
really liked it. I think it's good to hear our president speak like a normal person.
I should give people a minute to back up or a second to back up what their vote is. Chris, right on or out of line?
Right on, and I'm glad he said it. That's my man right there. That's why I love Barack.
I swear, that's the first thing that entered my mind. My first thought, I swear to you, was 4 more years. I want this guy being my president for as long as possible. I love this guy.
I know you do.
He's right in line with what the mass population was thinking when Kanye couldn't help himself but get up on stage and ruin Taylor Swift's moment of all people.
Yep, I know.
Aptly described by someone as a little kitten up there, and he has to go stepping on her. He's a jackass.
He's a jackass.
Chris.
Out of line.
Why do you say that?
Because everybody's called a hypocrite. Everybody was calling George Bush an idiot when he got caught cussing when he got recorded cussing, and now Obama's got caught cussing and everybody's for him.
Bush, I do remember something where he was using a curse word as it pertains to Hezbollah, which is a terrorist group, but... maybe he was caught in other moments, too.
He was caught flipping the camera off, and no one really cared. He still won the election.
He was caught flipping the camera off?
Yeah, he's doing this to the camera. Yeah, he's just kind of joking around. They're like doing his hair. He just goes like this, puts his middle finger up.
Oh, yeah, that's that in Fahrenheit 911?
Yeah, but you can find that on YouTube.
Josh!
Yo!
What do you got?
Hey, I just want to say right on, and Kate Gosselin and Terry Free are both man-haters, and they both should be on that man-hating show, The View.
He's a jackass.
How am I a man-hater?
You are a man-hater.
Georgie!
How can I write that all down?
Yes.
What do you got, real quick?
Right on.
Why?
Because he's the man.
All right. I think the right-on's pretty much dominated there.
Oh, that would be the right-ons have 10, out-of-lines have 1. Terry's bunt smells like badger milk, and Weeman has sausage fingers 1. Steven's a dickhead 1, and Terry Free and Kate Gosselin are both man-haters.
I didn't even know we were right at 10. We were already at 10?
Yeah.
There you go. There's your winner. The right-ons.
Terry's bunt smells like badger milk, and Weeman has sausage fingers.
Our president commenting on Kanye West have won it.
He's a jackass.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Ho. I got 99 problems, but a ain't one. Hit me.
It's the finale of America's Got Talent and an all-new Jay Leno show with Robin Williams. NBC tonight starting at 8.
Taco Bell presents The Legend of Greg. Late night came upon him like a hooded ninja wearing slippers. With his stomach growling like an asthmatic Wolverine, Greg spoke the 7 most important words of his life.
I'm going to go grab Taco Bell 4th meal.
Of course! Taco Bell 4th meal, a savory late-night feast that would crush his hunger like a grape at a square dance. But then another problem emerged.
Melty, crunchy, spicy, or grilled? What should I get?
What great late-night taste to get. Greg was stuck in a riddle, wrapped in a tortilla.
Hey, why don't I just get a bunch of stuff?
Eureka! Check out the brain on Greg. He solved his problem like a one-piece puzzle. The only possible answer for all late-night tastes you crave is Taco Bell.
Cool.
Very cool, Greg. Very cool indeed. Think outside the bun. Taco Bell is open until 1 a.m. or later. Hours may vary by location.
The best age for your child to learn to read is during the first 5 years of life. Kathleen discovered this fact firsthand.
A friend of ours recommended the Your Baby Can Read series when we had our first child, Jacob. Never thought anything of it. We plopped him down in front of it.
Your Baby Can Read worked amazingly well.
When Jacob was 3 years old, he was reading at 2nd grade level. He turned 5 in July, went to kindergarten, and in 3 weeks he was moved to 1st grade.
Kathleen knows it's no coincidence.
Because we have 3 children and all are reading on a high level. School is very easy. Straight A students, maybe 1 or 2 children, but all 3, probably a successful video. So bam, it worked.
Did Kathleen have to work at it?
No, I didn't have to do a thing. Your Baby Can Read definitely gives them a life skill that can never be taken away from them. It's been invaluable.
For a limited time, you can receive a completely risk-free trial of the Your Baby Can Read program. Call now and we'll also include 3 free learning gifts with your risk-free trial. Call 1-800-630-5852. 800-630-5852. 800-630-5852.
Hooters is opening 2 new stores featuring casinos and an upscale bowling lounge, and they're looking for those all-American cheerleaders who embody the iconic brand. Open casting calls are held every Sunday through Thursday from 2 to 5 at the Tacoma and Lake Union Hooters. Details at beahootersgirl.com.
Who wants to do a song today? Who?
I don't think I have the juice.
Come on. Look so good, look so fine.
He's a jackass.
Yeah, you felt so good, you felt so right. Ooh. We have a Jamie Foxx. No relation to. Give me a good Fox. Come on.
Vincente.
Vincent Fox?
Yeah, the old president of Mexico.
Oh.
Red.
No relation to Samantha. No relation to Matthew. No relation to.
Red Fox.
Vivica.
Vivica A.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Who wants to go see Jamie Foxx on October 8th at the K Arena in our final days here on the T-Man in the Morning Show? We have, this is the third to last time we're going to be giving away tickets on this show for this particular show, more specifically, Terry.
It's cool we can go to concerts now during the week.
I know, it's going to be awesome.
It's a lot of things.
Oh, don't even get started.
I'm going to do now. I got a whole plan for
I feel like I can touch myself at 1 a.m. now. I'm during the week.
All right, well, who wants to give away? These are nice seats. These are, it says, over $100 in value, Terry. So these are not going to, well, I'm sure every place in the arena are going to be, for a pair of tickets, going to be over $100. So maybe they're in the nosebleeds for all I know. But anyway, you're going to be in the building, that's for sure, and maybe even backstage for all you know at the end of all this, because that's what we're offering. We're offering a pair of tickets right now for the first caller that we like, and a chance to be backstage, to meet the oh-so-dynamic, talented Jamie Arthur Foxx, Terry. No relation to Vivica A, even though his middle name starts with an A. Who would like to score a pair at this moment? Let's go to the phone lines. You're on the air. Hello?
Hello?
Who's this?
This is Lillian.
How are you, Lillian?
Good, how are you?
Don't find many Lillians that sound as young as you. How old are you?
20.
20?
Wow.
And your name is Lillian.
Wow.
It's so old, it's like retro now.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was named after my grandma. Her name is Lily.
There you go.
Yeah, but even though you're named after your grandma, do you have to get the exact same name, or?
No, but she named me, so it's pretty cool.
What are you supposed to do if you're named after your grandma? Go with Carl, if your name's Lily?
Well, some people name, like, I named my son after my grandma Janice, and I named him Jaden.
Oh, I see.
Oh, that's nice.
Well,
I don't think Janice would work for him.
I've
met him. I see why you went with Jaden.
I was really waiting for your endorsement, Lily, on my son's name, but...
Jaden, you can keep it now.
Mm-hmm.
Lily,
we are going to stick with it.
I know somebody with the son named Jaden.
Well, there are a lot of Jadens now, so I didn't know it would become as popular as it's become, but that's all right. It was like the second most popular given name to boys in 2008. Did you read that, or did I dream that?
That's kind of weird because my friend named her son that last
I think I read that it was second, and I was kind of bothered by it.
It's always like Matthew and Joshua.
And Michael and all that, but I don't know. Give me the...
It's easy to find.
Yeah, find the list of most popular names given to babies.
I think it had the biggest jump.
Had the biggest jump.
Yeah, I went from like 44.
So you're saying it's not a top tenner? I'll be happy if you're right.
No way. That'd be surprising.
Lillian, you're 20. Is that what you said?
Yes, I am.
And your name is, you go by Lily or Lillian?
I do Lily.
You do Lily.
Mm-hmm.
Can I do Lily?
Whoa. She's loyal.
And do you have a boyfriend? What's your story? Are you alone in this world? What's your status?
Well,
you should be alone at 20. It's not a negative comment.
I got some friends.
Got some friends that you're sexually active with? Is that the implication you're throwing out there or what? Well, I just said that. Would you say that?
Yeah, I would say that.
Really? So Lily, 20-year-old Lily, is sexually active with guys that have no responsibilities towards her whatsoever. Do you love Lily or what?
Loving Lily.
Love to be one of the guys.
That's why I love Lily.
Yes.
Because of the thought that she allows guys to be in her world in this kind of fashion, although this is more popular than ever, Terry, as you know. I just wish I was born, 10 years before I was, because, there was still a lot of hang-ups, even a decade ago. As the friends with benefits thing really started catching fire, there was still a lot of women that were slow to embrace it, if you will.
Yes, that's true.
To embrace it, to kiss it, to lick it, to love it.
Whoa.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
But now everyone seems to be on board. They love the concept of friends with benefits.
Yep, they do.
And Lily's leading the charge.
Oh, Lily, go.
She's got multiple friends with multiple benefits. And how often are you active in this fashion with these guys and maybe even girls that are in your world that have no strings attached?
No girls.
No girls. You just love men.
Love men.
Uh-huh. How many men are in this world that have no strings attached as far as it pertains to you after the loving is done?
I say like 2.
2 guys. So not a heavy rotation by any means.
No.
But there is a small, very tight circle of dudes, 2 to be exact.
2. Yeah, very tight circle.
That have the revolving door on what's going on with Lily.
Yes.
Or it's a lily pad.
Oh, I've been called that for years.
So you're saying Hot Shot's not original?
No.
I've been told that for years.
Oh, geez. Lily, what was the last little session you had with one of these dudes, or both? Have they ever joined in a little dual fashion, if you will?
No, I don't think they'd like that.
No, they like their alone time with you?
Yeah.
Wait, she doesn't think they'd like that?
They don't want to cross swords, is what you're saying.
There you go.
There's ways of doing it without crossing swords.
Well, if you are naked and a guy is even 5 feet away, some guys consider that crossing swords. You don't have to actually have the swords cross. Touche. On guard.
You don't have to see sparks when they clink, right?
Exactly. You don't have to actually say on guard. And
you ever seen a gangbang? There's like 100 guys standing around naked, slowly, stroking themselves.
That's what I'm saying to you. What I'm telling you is awkward. Some guys are just kind of uncomfortable being naked at the same kind of venue with... They don't love it. Not all guys love it. Some guys are uncomfortable being naked with another guy right nearby.
How about 100 other guys?
Well, that's a whole different, thought process. But anyway, so they like their alone time with you. Is that what you're saying, Lily?
The slow tug.
And I asked you, when was the last time you had a session with one of these dudes?
3 days ago.
3 days ago.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Who was the lucky guy, Charles or Pete?
Whoa, that's really creepy that you know one of the names.
Really? I got one of them right? Wow. Now, the question is, which one of
I already know.
I don't know why I just tossed out Charles and Pete.
I know.
It really is no good reason.
I know which one it is.
But in Lillian's world, she loves a Charles, she loves a Pete. That's what I'm thinking.
I know which one.
Now, you know which one. Terry's so sure on this one. Terry can never answer a question in her life, but this one she knows.
Actually, Vegas called Charles is 3-1, Pete's even money.
That's good, because I want to go Charles.
Do you really? You're going to get paid. I'm going.
You are going to get paid.
Really? So it's Charles, it's not Pete?
No Pete.
No Pete. You don't got a Pete in your world. You got a Charles.
Yeah.
Do you call him Chuckles?
No, but he's going to get cut.
He's going to get cut?
Cut? Why?
Literally or figuratively?
Not literally, no.
Okay, good, because you never know these days. A lot of women are actually taking out some little blades and slicing and dicing guys they used to love.
Wow.
He's going to get cut from your small little roster there. Is that right?
Yeah.
So you don't call him Chuckles. Do you call him Charlie? Do you call him Charles? What do you call him?
I call
Chaz?
him Brown.
You call him what?
Charlie Brown.
Charlie Brown.
Jeez, I'm sure he loves that.
Mm-hmm. So is that for us to, I don't know, maybe some people making assumptions that means he's not a white guy or what? Or is it not? No.
He's black.
He's black?
Yeah.
And you call him Charlie Brown.
Yeah.
That's lovely. And are you white?
No.
You're not?
No.
What are you?
I'm African American.
Oh. Mm-hmm. You like to sing it, do you?
I guess so. African American.
I like the dance mix. And the other dude that you have in the small little rotation, is he white, black, like it matters? I'm just curious.
No, he's mixed.
He's mixed. Mixed with what?
He's mixed with black and white.
Aha, your classic mix. And
I like variety.
Friendlier mix.
Of course. Are you looking for a third guy? Or it sounds like you're giving Chaz, Charles, Charlie the heave-ho. Are you going to be looking to take an application or two? Or what's the story? Are you just going to stick with the other guy that remains?
I think I'm just going to stick with the other guy that remains.
And does he have a name? Would he like a little moment here in the sun? Would you like to give us equal time? Maybe he wants equal time with Charles. What's this guy's first name that is actually going to be hanging around for a little longer than Charles?
Joseph.
And why is Charles getting the goodbye papers, the walking papers? What's going on there?
He's got a lot of drama in his life.
But what do you care? I mean, it's friends with benefits. It's supposed to be no strings attached. That's one of the things
He
that's...
lied.
You're not really in his life.
He's allowed to lie. See, that's the thing. Women think they're giving a no strings attached, friends with benefits kind of situation, but they don't even know what it means. She's going to cut him off because he lied.
What did he lie about?
She
anyway?
shouldn't care.
Right.
It's inconsequential if he lies, if it's a true friends with benefits situation.
You're right.
She doesn't know how to use the strings.
She has strings where she thinks they don't exist.
Right.
Especially that one time of the month.
There could be. Do you understand what I'm saying to you, Lillian? There could be nothing that he lied about that should matter if it's a true friends with benefits situation. But you don't know from a real friends with benefits situation, do you, Lily? She just wants some Jamie Foxx tickets. Is that too much to ask?
Lily.
Yeah, I love
What did he lie about, just for curiosity's sake?
Okay, I seen him with another girl, and he told me he wasn't messing with anybody else.
Gosh. She had the audacity.
I wasn't with anybody else at the time either.
She had the audacity to call it a friends with benefits situation, and now she wants to. Now she wants to step.
Anybody at the time either.
But still, it doesn't matter whether or not.
Do you not understand the concept of friends with benefits?
No, she doesn't.
I guess I don't. Then.
I guess you don't.
No emotional attachment. Just come in and lay down and let's go to work.
The key of friends with benefits relationships is that you can catch him with whoever he wants to be caught with, and it doesn't matter to you. Do you not get this?
Really not catching him because you guys have that open whatever.
Am I missing the point?
No, she's clueless.
You know what? I take it back that I envy. I want to be born exactly when I was born because I don't need this kind of drama. Thinking I'm in a friends with benefits situation, then she's going off on me and cutting me loose because I was with another girl.
Oh.
Lillian.
So what's the benefit then of being...
There are no benefits.
Okay, that's what I
mean. Lillian.
Yes.
I still love you, though.
I guess her name really makes her personality a little old-fashioned.
What are you going to do with your day, Lillian?
Today? I'm going
to
clean up my house, and me and my friends are going to go to the Pula Fair.
You going to go to the fair today?
Yeah, I'm going to go to the fair.
Mm-hmm. Do you eat a lot at the fair? I mean, a lot of people eat a lot at the fair. Do you eat a lot at the fair?
I like the elephant ears.
Well, who doesn't? I mean,
those are the best.
Some people say, well, especially girlies, they're like, that looks like it tastes awesome, but, I got to look at how big my, situation's getting, and maybe I don't need to take down a 6th or 7th helping of elephant ears. Are you thinking along those lines, or is it a free-for-all on the elephant ears for Lily?
No.
It's a free-for-all?
No, I'd say about 2.
You're going to do 2, and that's where you cut yourself off.
Yeah.
Even if you want a third.
It's got to be a free-for-all when you go to the fair. You can't start thinking about calories.
But even if she wants a third, she's going to cut herself off at 2 because that's her limit.
They're pretty big.
You got to go half strawberry, half cinnamon? Huh?
I don't really like strawberries.
Oh. Yeah, I don't think you go
half jam.
No.
What?
You go elephant ears, you go all cinnamon all the time.
Yes, they just slather on that butter.
Settle down, Terry.
Terry knows some
of all people, telling me to settle down.
Terry slathered the butter on more than just an elephant ear.
Oh, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah.
Now, Lily,
and they liked it.
Yes.
What ride are you looking forward to partaking in at the good old fair later today? Is there one that stands out more than the obvious or the others, or are you just going from one to the next and you don't have anything you're looking forward to more than anything else?
I got one ride in mind. It scared me half to death last year.
The Dick Express, what?
I love that ride.
It scared me half to death last year.
Oh, what is it?
You know the thing that goes all the way in the air and it's like 2-3 seats that you spin by yourself?
The zipper?
No.
They still have the zipper clinking and clunking around. Yeah, they still have it.
I think it's
Held
like
together by
called the
cotter
airplane
pins.
or something like that.
If you waited till next week, you'd find us all at the fair during the day. I mean, we're going to be there when it opens. We're going to be there when it closes.
Hey, Bob, good to see you again. How are your lambs?
And trust me, we have no elephant ear limitations.
Don't you guys have to be up in the morning? Nope.
So you and two girlies are getting together, the three of you, and you're going to the fair today.
More so. There's 2 other guys that are going, I think.
So you're going in a small little group of guys and girls.
Yes.
Are you going to look the best of the girls, do you think, or no?
I hope so.
Well, you can hope all you want. Either you are or you aren't, and you pretty much know how the other girls look. Let's be honest. Are you going to stand out looks-wise, or are you going to be like second fiddle, third fiddle? Where are you going to fiddle?
I'm going to be first fiddle. I got a new outfit I can wear.
New outfit for the fair.
Fiddle.
Yes.
And tell us about this fair outfit.
It's a plaid shirt, black and purple. And I got these skinny jeans that I wear, and I got flats that are black.
Skinny jeans at the fair, Terry.
Skinny jeans everywhere at the fair.
Are you busting through those skinny jeans or what?
Oh, no.
You're not busting out of it, like with your curvy self, or no?
I got some action in the back.
Action in the back. Used to be called junk in the trunk.
I was like, what happened to the
Why does it have to rhyme?
Well, action in the back doesn't really rhyme. But anyway, Lillian?
Yes?
It's not just going to be unbelievable levels of fun at the fair, and that's where it ends for you, because you have something else to look forward to when the sun starts setting on your fair experience today.
Yeah.
You're going to Jamie Foxx on October 8th.
Oh, yay!
That's a rather forced yay, wouldn't you say?
Oh, no, I'm excited because I'm going to take my mom, and her birthday is 3 days before that, and she loves Jamie Foxx.
Oh, well, that's exciting. Well, I hope you and your mom have a lovely time there. Maybe even on your mom's birthday, get to meet Jamie Foxx backstage.
Oh, she would have a fit, and me too.
Would she embarrass you if she got all, sweaty in front of Jamie Foxx, or no?
No, she wouldn't embarrass me. She don't embarrass me at all.
Oh, that's a sweet thing for a daughter to say. A mom is not capable of embarrassing this 20-year-old.
Oh, no.
That's nice.
That is nice.
Really?
I can't tell you the countless times my parents embarrassed me.
Oh, geez.
That's what they do. That's their job.
That is their job.
Yeah.
And my parents were just, every time they punched the clock, they just filled that job description to a T.
No. That's what they're supposed to do. They're the masters of it.
But I like it your way, Lillian. Your mom is not capable of embarrassing you because you love your mom so much. Is that it?
There you go.
Not that there was a shortage of love for my parents here. I love my parents to death. But
okay.
I just didn't want them around my friends. Anyway.
Wow.
Lillian?
Yes?
Congratulations.
Yay.
Hang on the
wow,
line.
what was that?
Thanks.
Well done. I
Good job.
hope you have a great time, okay?
Oh, thank you.
Take care.
Bye.
Make sure you wash the skinny jeans and wear it again to the show.
Yeah. Skinny jeans and flats.
Mm-hmm. It's a new pair she's got.
Oh, that sounds hot.
Yeah, it does.
Why is it a pair of jeans? Because there are two legs?
Yes.
Yes.
That's why?
Yes.
So, I don't know. It still doesn't make much sense to me. But anyway.
Here is a jean. I mean.
Yeah, you don't have a jean.
I know. You have jeans.
If it ever became in style that you only wore half your jeans, would it be then known as
jean?
A jean?
Well, I think Heather Mills would probably say yes.
Yes.
She wears a jean.
Right. And that's what it would be called.
Yeah.
She doesn't wear jeans.
No, she wears a jean.
She wears jean.
Yeah, I don't know why it is jeans. That is weird.
I know.
Like you don't wear a shirt. Well, I got two sleeves.
That is true.
But people
right.
who are in the clothing business, or at least one dude I used to know, instead of calling them pants, he would hold up one leg. I remember he held up one leg and said, "Look at this pant right here." And I'm like, "Pant?"
Right.
Sounds so gay.
Where was he showing you a pant?
Oh, I don't want to tell you. It's a darkened dressing room, and it was a private moment.
That sounds like it.
All right. No, but seriously, he held it up and said, "Look at that pant. Isn't that high quality?"
That's a nice pant.
I'm just kind of weirded out that you called it a pant.
I don't know from high quality. In my pants.
So I was thinking to myself, if he showed me both legs at the same time, it would have been pants, but because you only showed me one, it was a pant?
Yes.
Well, that's a little technical for me.
I know.
I get lost in all that. All right.
Okay.
I like that Lillian doesn't get embarrassed of her mom. That's cool.
That is very cool.
I should have been better.
Yeah, you probably should have.
I shouldn't have been so embarrassed of my parents, Terry.
But they're probably embarrassed.
That was a deficiency in me.
They're probably embarrassed of you, too, so.
Oh, yeah, they still are.
It goes hand in hand.
Yeah. That's why they tell people I'm a third grade teacher.
Is that noble?
So you're right. They definitely returned the favor. I feel better now.
Yeah, I keep my weight down. I don't care. I'm from the South. I like a big woman anyway. But what a big ladies at?
Q93 is putting you in the VIP with Jamie.
Not too big now.
Listen for your cue to call.
I don't want no Jurassic Park shit to go.
Get tickets plus a chance at VIP app.
Pulled out all the stops in his much-anticipated primetime debut.
Oh, yeah,
First
it got like 17 million viewers. It was a big rating success.
Yeah.
But that has no bearing on what people thought of the show, obviously. I hope people are aware of that. They see the headlines that Jay Leno got 17-plus million people watching his first show. That's just a curiosity factor. That does not mean that those people are going to hang around and watch his show regularly. What matters is how good his ratings are when they come out, let's say, 3-4 weeks from now.
Jay Leno pulled out all the stops in his much-anticipated primetime debut. First guest, Jerry Seinfeld, donned a tuxedo and joked about Leno's departure from The Tonight Show just 3.5 months ago.
In the 90s, when we quit a show, we actually left.
Oprah Winfrey appeared by satellite, and his big get of the night was, of course, Kanye West.
Well, I wonder if Jerry Seinfeld and Oprah would be happy to hear that his big get of the night was that he had Kanye West on.
Yeah.
But as far as the ratings perspective is concerned, I'm sure that jacked in a couple extra million viewers. The fact that in an impromptu fashion, he had an interview one night after the situation that even the president couldn't help but comment on between Kanye and Taylor Swift.
Fresh from his embarrassing behavior at the VMAs. The reviews are mixed so far for Leno's new show. Say hooray for Jay, says the New York Post, giving him 3.5 stars. But the LA Times calls it a strange, shallow puddle of comedy. And USA Today says it was a cut-rate, snooze-inducing, rehashed bore.
A shallow puddle of comedy. Because a puddle, by definition, is pretty shallow.
Yeah.
But this compared to other puddles was shallow.
Yes.
Shallow, like really shallow puddle.
A
kid wouldn't even play
even by puddle standards, this is shallow.
Well, that's saying something.
Most puddles go, where's your water, dude?
Right.
Well, that's not the most complimentary of little reviews there. A shallow puddle of comedy. What was the other one? A snoozer, bore fest?
Yeah, something like that.
Is that good or bad? I would probably put that in the bad camp.
All right. A snoozer bore fest? That's bad.
That's probably not what he's looking for as far as people's reaction to a show.
Okay.
No.
What did people expect again from this show? It is Jay Leno hosting, right? Just so we're clear.
They expected juggling and a lot of
funniness.
Clowns on stilts, and they didn't get it apparently. I guess you were supposed to expect exactly what you got at 11:30 about 3-4 months ago, but
nothing funny.
If you considered him to be non-funny 3-4 months ago, I don't expect you flipped on the TV wondering if he all of a sudden got funny.
But don't most people think he's not really funny?
I've never found his humor all that funny. It's never made me laugh out loud or anything, but, he is what he is. And you tune in a lot of times for the guests, and some of his wacky headlines can be humorous, at least make you chuckle or whatever.
Right.
And whether or not this is going to be an ultimate success at 10 o'clock remains to be seen. I don't know. I heard good things, but now the little snippet I saw, and I didn't watch the whole thing it's an hour long, right? I didn't watch.
I'm sure it is.
I didn't
10
watch
to 11, then you go into
anywhere
the news.
close to the full show from 10 to 11 on Monday, but I did watch for like 5-10 minutes just to get a feel for it, and I wasn't really feeling it.
Well, that's the same as his other show. You weren't really feeling it. So
Yeah,
you're one of those
but
people that thought it might be different. Why would it be different? He's not funny.
you expected a little bit more, perhaps the fact that they made some big fanfare about him switching over from 11:30 to 10 o'clock. You expect better writers? I don't know. You expected more. And you ain't getting it so far, at least according to the reviews and according to my take. And I really shouldn't be a judge because I watched for literally like 5-10 minutes.
But from
which
funny.
Is all the patience I have.
You know from funny.
But even if I was dying, even if I was keeling over with laughter, I probably would have flipped it off in 10 minutes.
No one was. Trust me. It's Jay Leno.
Mm-hmm. All right. What I'm more worried about is why Conan has kind of softened up his act at 11:30. He used to go on the streets and was like a lot of irreverent kind of humor, and he was, now he's
a little edgier, and
now the corporate execs have gotten to him, and he's totally bored it out, and that's a shame. So no one's doing anything fun anymore. Anyway, we got text messages. Text messages rolling all morning long. Terry at 97373. Don't you know? That's 97373. Don't you know? At 8:32 and 38 seconds. Maybe you know a guy named Swigs, Terry. Because
I do. He's in Terry Cam right
is that
now.
right? Maybe you don't want to claim it just yet because
Swigs, I swear to you,
at 8:32,
I will ban you.
Oh, geez. At 8:32 and 38 seconds, don't doubt her. Swigs writes, side out and rotate. Terry's bunt was really a great.
Wow,
he puts it in the past tense like that, Terry, which makes me wonder if you have to clarify as to whether Swigs got any kind of free reign or access to the Terry Free situation.
No, he says, don't do it. He heard me say I was going to ban it.
Side out and rotate.
What's the second part?
Terry's butt was really great.
Cafe Arizona
Her
one night.
butt was really good. I want to thank you for the food.
I still don't understand why you guys stand in PE class. How much can you love your team in PE class? If you can, if you're high school, I would get that. I guess that's some real PE spirit.
At 8:31 and 30 seconds, dude, somebody writes, T-Man, I'm confused by this thing as much as you are because a shirt has two arms, and you don't call it a pair of shirts.
Kind of said that, actually, on the air.
Yeah, oh, you did?
Yeah, people would listen once in a while. I did.
Oh, you did?
He did.
Oh, then why did I bother even reading this?
Good, solid question. Maybe that's my text. That's the only way I can get you to listen to me. Hey, David.
I did take notice all of a sudden.
69.
You said exactly that?
He did.
Yes. Oh. It is kind of weird that a shirt has sleeves, and we call it a shirt.
You don't call it a pair of shirts.
You don't.
Why don't we call it a pair of jeans just because it has two legs? What's you doing here?
I wouldn't bother.
Oh, it is.
Way
Let's
past my prime.
see here. 8:30 and 33 seconds, Deuce. Somebody writes, tell Lily I'm a free agent named Jay. I'll be at the fair looking for her, hoping to be signed to a 10-day contract.
Oh, tell who is it?
Lily. Remember the caller who said she has two dudes?
Friends with, and she's getting rid of Charles because he lied, because he was with
but
another
I don't
girl,
know if dude recognized that she completely discredited herself.
I know.
That's right. She discredited herself when she made it clear that she has no concept of what the friends with benefits situation truly is.
Yeah, no, there's no benefits to him.
What was the benefit after all? All right, let me see what else we have here. Roommate and I once brought a girl home. We double teamed her. We did cross swords for a second.
Oh, wow.
My sword made his sword made mine look like a dagger. But does this make me homophobe? Let's see here. What else do we have? Terry's bun is an elephant ear covered in butter.
Wow. It kind of is, actually, if you look at it closely.
Have you seen it closely?
Oh, yeah, really close. Yeah, it is.
8:30 and 38 seconds. Somebody writes, my work wouldn't let me out for this Friday, so I just quit my job so I could listen to your show the last one. I think
you
people...
mean the show that's going to be podcasted? Probably a bad move.
And I also think people have these expectations of what Friday's show is going to be like. It's going to be pretty much, I told everyone clearly, I'm keeping it as low-key as I can.
I know.
All right? Don't expect, because Friday is our last show, for it to be anywhere out of the ordinary of what you've been hearing over the past couple of days.
Well, they are expecting
T-Man,
something.
a cheesesteak, Al.
This is not going to be some retrospective show. Okay. Cheesesteak Alley, call it in, whoever that is.
Okay, now
we're
you
not going to hear
every...
from Boonda. It's not going to be.
Oh yeah, I'm having a
What
Boonda.
about all day? She's back in the Terry Cameron.
All the people.
All day May.
No, that's all the way, May.
Oh, I don't know. Keep it
straight. Yeah, exactly.
Mofo. T-Man, mofo.
What happened to the Bachelor?
8:24 and 3 seconds. Do somebody writes, T-Man, when your show is complete and you finish on Friday, will you start updating your Twitter status for those of us that would like to follow what's going on with you and your future plans and whether or not you have a boy or a girl? Well, I think we'll probably have one of the two. Whether or not you have a boy or a girl. Nope, neither.
Ooh, we had an orangutan. What do you know? We had a carp.
I think I know what you mean, though, so I'm sorry to be so hard on you there. You're right.
on.
I didn't know people were so dying to actually follow as to whether I...
They're in contact with you. They get 4 hours a day. Now they're going to miss it.
I just don't feel like I'm going to ever start making myself an active participant on Twitter in that fashion. I go to Twitter 16 times an hour just to see what tweets have been posted, who's updated what. But I will tell you this. As far as... I see the break sign.
Oh, jeez.
I'll get back to this later.
Look lower, dude.
Let me take a break.
It's really big.
And then we'll read a couple more texts and I'll
explain your whole why you're not into Twitter again. And
I guess
why
continue
people,
on with that thought.
I mean, just think about it, though, too. People, they're so used to playing Let's Get Personal.
Mm-hmm.
They know us.
Yeah, because we play it all the time. That's
well,
right.
but
I understand.
Really?
All right.
14 years.
Side out and rotate, yeah.
93 Music.
That's what we finna do, kill the radio.
Jay, Sean, and Lil Wayne.
Stopping at all. I want this forever mine, ever mine, ever mine.
KUBE 93.
It's the finale of America's Got Talent and an all-new Jay Leno show with Robin Williams. NBC tonight starting at 8.
Grinding, wobbling, screeching brakes? Your brake system should be checked. At your local Les Schwab Tire Center, it's free. If your brakes need service, our technicians use only factory quality parts and back our service with over 25 years experience and the best brake warranty. While you're there, check out our fall sale pricing on tires, wheels, and more.
Fall sale. It's one of our biggest sales of the year. Save big on popular tires, custom wheels, shocks, and more for a limited time only at your
He's a gay phone operator.
Right?
He's so gay.
Sure.
He's so phone operator.
Fine.
And now, here's Gay. Good morning.
Gay.
How are you?
One of the final times that intro will ever be played.
Wow.
Do you want to take it with you? Do you want us to chuck it? What do you want us to do with it? Because Eddie and Karen have made it clear they don't want it.
Nope.
Yeah.
Or you, for that matter. Mostly you.
We asked them.
That's fine. I don't care if they want it.
Why are you going to any place you can post it and trying to get people not to listen to Eddie and Karen? If anything, that's helping them out. I hope you're aware that if you truly don't like them, you should. Well, there's no reason for you not to like them. They haven't really done anything to you. You've been offensive to Karen Weil.
No, Karen was, and I'm not going to fight with her, so don't bring her on. I'm just saying, Karen made the decision not to allow the listeners that normally listen to be able to have the avenue that they were going. She chose that.
That's her decision, though.
Yeah, it is.
Why don't you understand that? You make decisions in life as it pertains to you, don't you?
2 quarts of soup and 2 quarts of stew.
If you want 2 quarts of stew, you don't get one, do you?
No, I get what I want.
Okay.
And she gets what she wants.
All right, well, let's move on from that. What else is going on in your world with 2 shows left to do, not counting today because it's pretty much in the books?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I know you don't want to remember and talk about stuff that happened and stuff, but I'm making a post every day on the gay blog so people can go and read it. And
Talk about a tree falling in the forest. Yes.
But I'm also coming down on Friday, and
You're not coming down on Friday.
Yes, I
No,
am.
no, you're not.
I'm told work that I'm gonna
Because
be
if
late.
you come down, that means other people who have asked are going to want to come down.
No,
and that's not the way it's going to be. If you want to come down tomorrow, maybe I can make that happen for a little bit. But you're not coming down on Friday because that's not what Friday's show is going to turn into. I'm not turning it into any kind of circus on any level whatsoever.
I swear I keep getting requests from. Why don't you guys
I've heard
play,
them all.
clips from the past shows.
But I'm going to be there for the last show.
You're not going to be here. Well, if you're going to be here, you're going to be ushered out, or you're going to be standing outside, and you're going to be frustrated that you're not going to get in. If you thought you cried a lot during Summer Jam,
Oh boy!
Oh, he did.
Wait till Friday morning, because
This is already hard enough for me as it is. I changed my ringtone again. Just, you know.
All right, let me call and find out what your ringtone is. Hang on. Let me call his ringtone. He's changed his ringtone for the guy.
I'm so
to mark the occasion. Gayer than ever. You are officially gayer than ever. Boys to Men are even embarrassed.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
What's wrong? It's hard.
Oh, yeah.
Is going to leave.
Yes.
All I know is where we've been.
What about high school graduation?
Leave your name and number at the beep.
Oh, so
Record your message after the tone. To send a numeric page, press 5. When you are finished recording, hang up.
All right, we get the point. Anyway, very, very cute, very appropriate.
Appropriate. Thank you.
We're finishing each other's sentences now?
Oh,
like it.
Lordy.
You guys will be cuddling soon.
I know.
I like the cuddle.
Oh, jeez. We couldn't have gotten to Friday without him saying that. We couldn't have made it.
Oh, just wait. He's got
But no
more,
one
I'm
likes
sure.
to really cuddle with you was the problem.
Oh, he's a cuddler.
I was reading some text messages here. Do you mind?
Yeah, some people.
Dumpy's in the chat room right now?
He is.
How's he doing with his
Real quiet.
his newest
Real
old
quiet.
lady? He's got a 23-year-old he's dating now.
I know.
Very exciting. You know a girl named, or I'm assuming it's a girl, Feely206? She's on one of
She's
these
a regular.
phone lines here.
Yes.
Regular in the chat room?
Yes.
Kay knows her too.
Hey, Feely. Feely?
Hello?
What's up? What can I do for you?
It's Felly.
Oh, Felly. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Of course.
So sad to see that you guys are leaving.
All right.
Yeah. But,
The next one of us?
I kind of have this thing that's going on, and I needed some advice on this guy, because...
That's funny because a texter writes this. I've been meaning to get to all these texts. Mr. T-Man, sir, I've been listening to you since I was 16. I'm now 28. I've never had a dad, so I'm used to listening to your advice to gauge how I go about my life, and you've helped me grow up. And I'm in prison!
Nice.
No, he says, take care. And it is really sweet. That's shocking to see, Terry. That's really a sad commentary. That he's gauged his life on how I would kind of steer him through listening to the show. I don't know what points of life offerings I've thrown out there, Terry.
Well, I know we've saved a feely people.
Yes, but those have been direct questions that I answered. I don't know how Feely is or that texter is taking it and running with it for his life. But anyway, Feely, what'd you want to ask?
It's Felly.
Felly, I'm sorry. Felly? What'd you want to ask? Did you have a question?
Yeah, there's, so I had my daughter, and like you guys knew, and recently kind of me and my ex broke up. And so I've kind of been seeing this new guy, but he's been playing these mind games with me, and I don't know if I should just play him back or just let it go.
Well, if the texter's listening, I didn't really listen. I was just reading a lot of text.
She has a daughter.
Right.
Her and her daughter's dad broke up. Now she's dating somebody new.
Yeah.
Well, and then I lost the rest of it.
Okay, so I'll get the third part.
We're not technically dating.
All right, Gay, do you want to give her advice? Because my advice ended last Friday, even though the show's in this Friday.
Why are you not technically dating?
Gay, were you listening or no?
I was listening.
All right, what do you got for her?
Is he hot?
Yes. Oh, he plays mind games.
Oh, my God. Okay, well, he's asked me if I would want to be his girlfriend, but then he's like, oh, well, I just kind of wanted your opinion.
But how old are we, though? I mean, really, why are we asking, do you want to be my girlfriend?
What do mind games mean? You will be my religion. You are a Smurf. Okay. Couldn't be my mind games.
It just seems like he's really, really interested whenever I'm around and everything, but it's like whenever we make plans, there's always something that comes up. There's always something.
Why don't you just play unavailable and see what happens?
That's what I tried to do, and then he acts all nice and wants to come back and come get me and all this stuff. But then
I'm coming to get you.
I want you to discuss in the chat room, all right?
Yeah,
okay.
I'm sure Romeo will have a lot of good advice.
Yes. And if not, slime balls all over it.
You love slime balls.
I love a guy who calls himself Slime Ball in a chat room.
Yeah.
Nothing sounds more fitting than that.
What, you don't like Captain
All right,
Slappo?
Gay, you have anything else to add, or are you done?
I'm done.
Okay. Is this your last?
Tomorrow.
Really has nothing to add.
As I said, if you want to come in tomorrow,
I'm coming down Friday.
If you come Friday, you're going to be filled with frustration, and you're going to be sad, and it's going to be what?
Then fine, I'll be frustrated outside the
That's
building.
fine. If you want to do that, then that's wonderful.
Really, we're not going to let him in?
I'm letting you know clearly. You think that you're going to get me to break on this or whatever. I don't know what you're thinking, but it is going to be a situation where you're going to be outside the building all morning long.
Why do you have to be a bastard?
I don't think I'm being a bastard. But if you see it that way, well, then that's fine. All right?
Gay, why do you think you should come down, not everybody else?
I'm going to go through that again. I shouldn't have to explain. I shouldn't have to justify myself.
Well, but because we asked, or more specifically, Scott asked, do you want to
listening
answer
the
the question instead of saying you don't have to?
10 years on the show. I've been on 12.
Mm-hmm. So you clearly see yourself not just above the rest of the listeners, but so far and away.
Sees himself above me.
No, not above you. But if you're going to say that and tell me why should I come down and not everybody else, that's more than any reason.
Well, let me ask you point blank. Do you think you're as entitled to be here on Friday morning as someone like Scott because you have technically been around the show longer?
Yes.
So, in other words, if I don't have you down here on Friday, I shouldn't have Scott in the room.
Wow.
Great. Great. Okay, now there's not going to be any show on Friday because you're going to tell everybody not to
No,
come
I'm just asking. I'm just asking where you're coming from. If you feel like you're as entitled, then that means if I'm doing what's right, I shouldn't have Scott in the studio on Friday.
No, he's a paid employee on the show. He should be there.
But
I should be entitled to be there as well because of my contributions and the amount of time and the length I've been on the show and participated. That's a little.
Wow, he said that very well.
Do you think? No, he did. Do you think the listeners would agree that you're as entitled as someone like Scott to be down here, or Pasty Dave, who's only been the producer for about 4 years or whatever?
Yes, I do.
He's been with the station since he's been 3.
Whether you do a lightning hole or not, it's not going to change my opinion and what I think.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's absolutely not, because you're not coming down Friday, and Scott is, and
also no Friday.
I know where you park your car. I'll go lick your car.
You can go lick all you
So
want.
you either let me in or I'll lick your car, I'll lay on it, and then you can have my gay goo on you.
Gay goo on you.
Go ahead, lick my car all you want.
Hey, over there with the jizz on your car. It looks like.
I have to go into work.
Okay.
I'll talk to you tomorrow.
That makes one of us. Anyway.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm taking a cab on Friday or car service or something. I was like, you can lick all you want. I don't care.
Yeah,
I do care. Trust me.
Trade the car. You have to trade the car in if he likes it.
Mm-hmm.
I got to drive this car. Something wrong with it.
Junk it.
That's right.
He's threatening you. Gay goo all over you.
Yes, Alexis. I never doubt any of his threats, by the way. I take him very seriously.
I know.
Jay does deserve to be there, definitely.
Are we taking a lightning poll and we don't even know it?
So you think all the other requests we've gotten from, like, I don't know, I can't keep them straight, but just give some examples of who made impacts, who's made an impact on the show through the years, like a
whiny bathtub lady,
whiny bathtub lady, a Stevie Wonder, a dump truck guy, tiny.
Whiny bathtub lady made a good contribution. So did Ham Sandwich. So did the dump truck
But
guy.
they shouldn't be allowed in, but Gay should. He should get a special pass privilege type situation.
Polish Marie was on a
Oh,
lot,
yeah.
too. Remember
Polish
her?
Marie, the bitchler.
The bitchler would want to come down Friday. She's not allowed, but you think Gay is.
Star and Star's mom.
I don't know. Gay's special.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we all know that.
He's a special.
Special needs. I disagree, and as I said, no one's coming down Friday. I may not even let Tari in.
Wow.
Well, let me know if I have Friday off or not.
I may
let me know.
go to the door and just not let myself in.
Wow.
All right, that's how low-key I want to keep it.
Yeah, but you've been here as long as a T-Man.
I have been here equal time, yes.
Yeah. You deserve to be here. Now I got Milkman Jay texting me, can I come in too? It's like, oh, here we go.
KUBE is ruining my life. This is not a KUBE thing, by the way.
I know. People are upset,
I hope people realize that this is something I decided on a long time ago.
Well, but that they can't wrap their brain around that you would actually ever decide that you want to go somewhere.
That I would want to do something else in my life. People are demanding I update them day to day on what I'm doing with my life. Well, honestly, in the last show I had, the sports show, which I had a pretty big following after just a short time doing sports radio.
Good God, I missed
when it was my last show, I didn't even let anyone in on it. It was the last 10 seconds of the show. I said, by the way, this is my last show. Goodbye.
Wow, really?
That was it.
That was
or something
it?
like that. I said, you have just listened to the last...
broadcast.
I don't even remember what I called the show. Yeah, T-Man at Night or something like that.
T-Man at Night.
No, it wasn't like that. But I said it in the last, literally, it wasn't even 10 seconds.
Wow.
I did the whole show on a Friday.
Yeah, you didn't tell anyone.
I didn't tell anyone.
I told you the place would be burned down.
And then in the last 10 seconds, I said, oh, by the way, you've just listened to the last T-Man show on Sports Radio 950. I'll see you later. I'll surface somewhere at some time.
It's true. That's what he
Wow,
said.
That's what I said. That's what I said, and I walked out.
Yep.
Didn't give anyone any pre-information up to that point. And that was about 1 minute to midnight, because I was doing the show from 9 to midnight.
The dog.
And I'm saying in some fashion that I am being more open and honest than I've ever been in my life. All right?
Yes.
But expecting some day-to-day update or a daily sheet on what's going on as to whether it's a boy or a girl or what I'm going to be doing. There are rumors out there. I don't know if they're true or not because I can't get to the source that is the T-Man. I may be starting my own company. I don't know, Terry.
Really?
I will tell you this. I do have a non-compete that I have to honor.
Yeah.
That since I'm leaving this station, I can't work in Seattle for a certain period of time that I won't get into, which I'm more than happy to honor, by the way.
I could go somewhere else.
Yeah, but I'm not going to. I don't see myself going anywhere else. I don't see myself. It would be a blank sheet if I were to update my daily life.
All right.
After this.
Took a dump. I'm going to masturbate. Probably take a nap. All right. See you guys later.
Oh, thanks, Steven. That was so great.
That was awesome.
You rule.
Twitter kicks ass.
That would more or less be what it would be. All right? Okay. And yet when you're honest with people, their imaginations run wild.
I know.
You're not telling us the truth.
Oh, crap.
This is some ploy.
When are you going to set the record straight? I am! All right?
Okay.
So we'll continue to keep it as low-key as possible. This is the way I would like to go about this.
Okay.
Because like the clips, where do you start playing the memorable clips? Where do you start recognizing the memorable people that have been on the show, Terry? You can't give anyone their due because they all deserve so much.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's better just to do no one, I guess. I totally agree.
That's right. That's the way I feel.
Yeah, because you're right. 'Cause if you get started on one, it just continues.
Don't doubt me again.
Until your next line.
That's right. That's the only thought I want to leave you with. All right? If you remember one thing about this show.
Oh, if I see you in my truck, I'm going to be barreling down after you as a deer.
Mm-hmm.
Better watch out. Hope you're quick.
I just want someone to approach me as a deer and say to me, I never doubted you until right now because I took what you said seriously. Yeah. But from now on, I doubt you.
And you'll say,
and I'll look at me with the deer in the headlights looking. It'll all be good.
Can I have a berry or some grass or something? Maybe.
That'll be a nice moment.
Yeah.
The 5 o'clock traffic jam. Y'all feel me, man?
Hey, it's Powers to the people. Join me on the traffic jam today, man. You can win a Flip Nano HD camcorder courtesy NBC's Thursday night lineup.
Wow.
Catch the latest edition of NBC.